Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca and today we are doing a houseplant chores vlog. So I have some watering and fertilizing to do and it's going to be my first time fertilizing this season, so I wanted to show you sort of how I do it and what my system is and just talk through all of that. And then I need to tidy up the plant room because it's super dirty and messy. And yeah, I'm really excited to hang out with you today. I think actually before I start the fertilizing and all of that, I'm going to just like tidy because this room is really overwhelming right now. And I have to say, this is the first plant chores video that I'm filming after the announcement. So I don't have to hide this. I mean, I feel like it's not super noticeable at all, but like to me, it is, and I'm so glad that I no longer have to hide it. So me and the babe are gonna do some houseplant room cleanup. I have a bunch of seed stuff on my table, which is taking up like most of this area. I need to like organize it and go through these, but I've been procrastinating big time because I was telling myself, oh, I'll do it in a garden vlog, or like when I start my seeds, I'll do it. And I haven't started seeds yet for my garden, but I did just clean out the garden. So I have a garden clean out video that is either already up or going to be up on my vlog channel, so you can go check that out if you want some garden content. But if you didn't see the announcement, all of my garden content is being moved to my vlog channel just because I feel like it doesn't fit here as well as it could possibly fit over there. So that's sort of one of the things that I've changed this year. So I'm excited to see how that will play out because I love making garden vlogs, but they're just not super popular on this channel, you know? Anyway, I'm just gonna like stick these seeds in random containers just until I can organize them so that I can put them in this little box. And this box needs to be cleaned out really bad because it has a lot of like rogue seeds at the bottom of it. It's also really nice that the pregnancy is out there now because I don't have to hide the fact that I'm like struggling getting up and off of the floor. I have so many repotting videos where I'm like grunting getting onto the ground, grunting getting up, and I'm like, well, I can't leave that in, can I? Okay, this box, and unrelated, but my husband bought a Nerf gun for the dogs. I'm gonna just like store this down here. I think I'm gonna leave this blanket here because I might be bringing up my repotting thing again. And I hate when dirt gets underneath the glass of this table. It's so annoying. So having this like little blanket, I don't have to worry about that. I'm making a little bag of items that need to go out to the greenhouse. So we finally got a wire for the fan, the big fan. So we just need to rewire it. And then I got this temp stick, which is a like Wi-Fi operated temperature stick, thermometer type of thing. So I have it set up with an app. It'll tell me if the greenhouse reaches like a certain low temperature or something. That's gonna be really nice. I need to go put that out there like today so that I can start monitoring it because I'm gonna be having seeds out there. This is from the book signing that I just had. So I'm going to just leave all of that in this bin. I'm gonna take this water out, but I'm gonna leave all of this in this bin because it just makes it a lot easier for me to do book signings. Well, I'm not even in the frame. Anyway, it makes it easier for me to do book signings when everything is like already together. So I'm just gonna wheel this into the other room. Oh, it's already looking so much better. We're going to take a brief moment to talk about today's sponsor, Factor. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your doorstep. Their team of gourmet chefs creates each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. If you've ever been pregnant or you've ever known someone who is pregnant, you know that mealtime is not always the most fun time for us because it's a lot of effort and energy to exert, to cook, to grocery shop, to plan out all of the meals. And so that's why I really like Factor, because it sort of just like cuts out all of that. And I literally got a box full of prepared meals that I just need to heat up in the microwave. In this new season of life, we've been doing a lot of takeout, which is fine, but it can get really expensive, and oftentimes the food is not going to make me feel super good in the end. And so I'm really glad that Factor's food is dietitian approved and has all the ingredients I want and nothing that I don't. So if you wanted to check out Factor, you can head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code Becca50 to get 50% off your first Factor order. And without further ado, you guys, cheers. I have to say, this plant stand is my favorite thrift find I've ever found. Like literally, it's one of those like water dispenser holders, and it is incredible for watering because I water mostly with a Plantipotty, which is this. It's the lid for this 5-gallon bucket, and this 5-gallon bucket fits perfectly onto this water dispenser. So it brings my Plantipotty up to standing height, which is really nice, so I don't have to like bend over a ton, especially right now. Oh, I'm so out of breath. Okay, first thing, we're gonna grab a plant. And this fertilizer is really, really easy to use. First of all, I use the Tank's Super Mix Organic Fertilizer. It has a ton of really amazing ingredients. Some of them being composted chicken manure, worm castings, biochar soy meal, calcium, humic acid, kelp meal, bat guano, blood meal, feather meal. There's so many beautiful ingredients, and it basically shakes up to be this kind of really fine soil. As you can see, it's kind of like a powdery soil. And I wear a glove when I use it, not necessarily because of like, you know, harmful ingredients, but just because it does like make my hand kind of black when I use it. And I don't like when my hands are dirty. We know this if you've been following along. And as far as how much of it I put, I have 3 scoops here. I have a small, medium, and large. And then I just gauge based on the pot size how much I put in. I sprinkle it on top, and then I water normally. It's super easy. You don't have to use this fertilizer only on watering days because it is just sort of like a powder. So even if I wasn't watering all my plants today, I'm still gonna go around and like sprinkle in the fertilizer. These bags last a really long time. I think that I've had this bag for like close to a year, and it's been amazing. I'm super excited to see my plants get super happy as they get watered in and enjoy all of the extra nutrients in this fertilizer. And because of the structure of this fertilizer, it will stay in the soil long term to improve long-term soil health. So there's lots of different types of fertilizers out there. Liquid fertilizers tend to be a quick shot of energy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not going to be adding to like the long-term health. Which is why I like something like this, because I feel like it's more like, I don't know, a soil conditioner. Like it makes the soil better and it improves it over time for the plant. And I've had really great results using it. So we're gonna go through and water and fertilize a bunch of my plants in the plant room. So I'm almost through, And as I've been watering, I've also been, you know, removing some leaves and all of that. And I'm actually setting up a new propagation. So this is my Syngonium macrophylla, or no, not macrophylla, chia pens. And all of the leaves turned yellow. And I thought it was a pest thing, but it was not a pest. Once I decided to like toss the plant, I cut off the top and then I tossed the rest of the plant. I discovered that it was like extremely root bound. And I don't know why that thought didn't cross my mind sooner. But basically, yeah, it was extremely root bound and super unhappy. And I thought it was a pest and kind of forgot about all the other reasons that a leaf can turn yellow. So anyway, I'm gonna propagate this in spag, just in one of my pots. One of my favorite things about propagating in spag is that it already looks like an established plant. So you kind of skip the whole not fun propagation part. Although we do still have to propagate it. I cut it and I let it dry out quite a bit. And there's a single root right here. So I'm just sticking that in, making sure that it's well buried. And there is a new leaf coming out, and hopefully that one will stick around because the leaf that the new leaf is coming from is dying. So, yikes. I'm gonna go wet this. And actually I could probably just wet it here. I'm gonna wet it here because I'm probably gonna have to add a little bit more spag to it. Okay, you guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing a little bit of a plant chores vlog, doing some fertilizing and cleaning up. The plant room looks amazing. It definitely is a space that is always getting dirty because I'm always using it. So that's not a bad thing. I'm going to bring that bag up to the greenhouse and then I'm going to call it a day. I'm gonna sit down, maybe do some editing, but all in all, this is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and check out my vlog channel where I'm going to be sharing my garden vlogs and other daily vlogs and things like that. I will see you in the next one. Bye.